actually prepared something.
Who actually prepared something? Let's give it up just for that. Preparing things, we love to see it. Dear, if you grace us with your words, you do or do not have to use the microphone. It is up to you. I like to use the microphone. If you don't like it. Okay.
So this was prepared for tomorrow, actually in our backyard, but
It's a dress rehearsal.
am I dress rehearsing?
Yeah.
Whatever. Call it what we want. Obviously. I truly want to enjoy the next 5 minutes that Olivia couldn't plan and has absolutely no control over. As the father of bride, I'd like to first thank everyone for coming out today, because that's what I'm supposed to do, right? Thank everyone. Cynthia and I have truly been looking forward to celebrating this momentous event for a while now. Before I tell a couple of stories about Olivia, I'd like to give Lyndon some advice. The first step to make life easier for you, Lyndon, is that you should always remember marriage is simply a union in which one person is always right and the other person is you. The second tip is to remember that marriage is like a fine wine. It improves with age, as long as you keep it. And last but not least, whenever you're wrong, admit it. Whenever you're right, sip it and smile. And now on to Olivia. I knew you were were in for a bit of a challenge when Cynthia was expecting Olivia to be born early like her siblings, but arrived late, and delivery was excruciating because she was an unforeseen 10 pounds 13 ounces. In retrospect, this was simply a glimpse into the challenges lying ahead. Olivia could often be a thoughtful, caring, sensitive child. When she was 2, she became apparent. It became apparent something was physically wrong with her, and it was a 5.5-year journey to figure out what it was. Remarkably, when Olivia's doctor had given us no hope for Olivia ever being diagnosed, where we were confident her eventual healing can be attributed to the intercession of Saint Brother Andre after a desperate pilgrimage to pray in front of his tomb. A year after the trip to St. Joseph's Oratory, she was eventually healed of her very painful afflictions through the removal of a rib from her chest by a skilled surgeon. When Olivia had her surgery, the transition was phenomenal. Within 24 hours of her surgery, this now 7-year-old child no longer needed medication to help her sleep soundly through the night, and she was grinning from ear to ear. We'll spare you the details, but interestingly, it was such an unusual case for the physician that he called Cynthia a year later and to see how Olivia was doing, and mentioned that they wanted to write her case into the journal. The whole chapter in regards to Olivia's illness is an eventual recovery is certainly the testament to the mother's love of the child. It was not uncommon for Cynthia to spend 20 hours a week driving to various appointments while homeschooling all 3 girls and teaching 50 students. Cynthia and I are sharing this difficult chapter in Olivia's life with you, Linda, so you know there may be challenges lying ahead, but we are confident that with a lot of prayer and God's assistance, you will be able to navigate through the obstacles in your marriage gracefully. The funniest memory I have of Olivia's childhood for me was when we drove to Florida with my father. God rest his soul. And Olivia was 13 years old. My father never had an accident, but I can remember. But his driving skill, what I can remember, but his driving skills in his later years were rather frightening, to say the least. I wasn't sure if we were going to survive the drive down south, but at one point when Dad was passing trucks erratically, Olivia all of a sudden urgently needs to go to the bathroom. When we were stopped and going to the bathroom, Olivia confessed to me that she didn't really need to go to the bathroom, but she wanted to change. Although all throughout Olivia's life, we were always sure she had a marital vocation. When she was 5, she had 5 or 6 young boys at her birthday party, and only a couple of girls. Cynthia told a story at the Stag and Do about how she wanted a boyfriend so badly because, in Olivia's words, I really like boys. Cynthia and I are pleased that Olivia chose someone who complements her personality perfectly, and we are both looking forward to seeing the exciting life we will make together. Before I take a seat, I have to last one task to perform, and it's a task that both of you may honor and my privilege. Ladies and gentlemen, please raise your glasses and join me in wishing that you guys a healthy and happy future together. Cheers. Cheers.